It's the truth, even the future, you know.
So have you ever dated anybody that's like considered famous?
Talk to, not date. When you say date, you mean girlfriend.
You know exactly how I'm talking about. I'm talking about the GOAT herself, Claressa, Miss Shields.
Yeah, we talk.
What kind of talk? Give me your definition of talk. What's talk? Does talk include sex? No, Mike, don't drop. Come back up.
Talking includes sex.
I'm asking you, does it?
Nah, talking don't always include sex.
In this particular situation.
I can't really talk about the sex because of legal situation, but I can show you.
Oh.
I always have receipts.
So you can show me off camera or on camera, or you can show me and I can respond.
I can show you what I was saying wasn't a lie about. You know, if you saw my little live when I said she been in my house butt ass naked.
Oh, I know that thing was thanging in real life.
No, what I'm saying, listen, what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not gonna say anything sexual, but I can show you that she was.
And we could put the clues together.
And you can do what you want to do from now.
What she was doing there butt naked? She wasn't practicing a fight.
She took showers. She moving around.
This sounds a little relationshipy to me. When was this? See, that's why I don't like men. Because why are you talking about this wasn't a relationship and she was there naked taking showers and everything?
That was a clip from this Maserati Bud Baller Alert interview he just had, right? Maserati Bud went up there and was basically speaking on the whole Claressa Shields situation, right? First of all, I don't know what was up with that interviewer, dog. She was annoying as hell, Mo. Annoying as hell. So, have you talked to or dated anybody who's considered famous? Okay. No, I'm talking about the girl herself. I'm talking about girl herself. You dated her? Oh, y'all were talking. Does talking includes sex? Oh, yeah? Oh, no, okay. Oh, she was butt naked in the towel, huh? Okay. And when you mean, what was she doing butt naked in the towel? What earth would she be doing butt naked in the towel? Boy, if you don't go that way, girl, you need to be fired on your day off, ma'am. Over there, just annoying as hell. Y'all need to stop with that baller alert. So you had Maserati Bud getting up there, exposing Claressa. The man was like, look, we was talking, right? Because mostly when men are, for example, knocking down a joint, they're not really in a relationship with. A lot of time men will be like, man, yeah, me and Shorty used to talk. I was talking to Shorty. I used to mess around with Shorty or whatever. Grown men don't go around saying, we was dating. You know, man, my nigga, I got this bitch I'm dating and stuff like that. Niggas don't say that, right? But you see women using that word a lot, right? Like, that word can be confusing, right? Because to some people, dating is something serious, right? Dating is like basically right before you get with somebody. So you can have females just having a situationship with a nigga and not even consider him somebody she's dating. He just somebody, you know, you come through late night booty call, knock it down, you know, friends with benefits type shit. We ain't dating, but you know, he knocking it down. Everybody he said she was butt ass naked. Boy, butt ass naked. Boy, don't nobody say that butt ass naked like he say that butt ass naked. The way he say that butt ass naked, you know, she was butt ass naked. Then you got this woman talking about what was she doing butt naked with the towel on? Why the towel on? You need to be quiet. Shut the fuck up. You annoying as hell, ma'am. And you damn near just as annoying as Claressa Shields. Over there, just can't stop making faces and shit. Ain't professional at all. Then she almost got that man caught up because he was like, man, look, man. I already told you butt ass nigga, man. Look, man, look. I ain't gonna show anything here, you know. I don't want to say exactly that. Did y'all? Because as a man, you're playing with fire anytime you're publicly discussing any sexual acts, as far as getting into details or claiming you got any videos or things like that, right? You're playing with fire because you know they got the, you know, revenge corn thing going on. So even if Maserati Bud had evidence of him and Claressa, as far as, you know, her Omega, he can't, like, what do you want him to do with that? It's not like he can go around showing people, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he just goes, oh, I'm about to drop this receipt on IG with Claressa ass naked. You know what I'm saying? Ashy elbows and everything. Crooked wig and everything. He said when she was at his house, she was looking like them Olympic pictures. She had just hopped out the shower. She had the half bush, half cornrows, and everything. He said he was hitting it when her teeth was throwing up gang signs. Crip walking. That's what he had said. He said that's the Claressa I was dealing with. Y'all don't know about that Claressa. Damn. So I'm like, man, you might not want to be telling that woman you gonna show her anything if it's, you know, video or something like that, because he can get in trouble, right? And the way she said, I'm talking about the girl herself, Claressa. And her ass fucking around and go tell on your ass too. Now I'm like, if it's a joint like the Ring camera, her coming to the house, her kissing up on him or something like that, maybe, but at this point, I believe him. He ain't got to tell me twice. I believe he was dealing with Claressa. Because remember, she said he was a stalker. And I don't even know this guy. He just popping up places where I be at. I don't even know how he even got that. And he's got all these pictures up of me. When in reality, he had all them pictures up of them. She didn't want to say that. He got pictures up of me. He walked up to me. He told me, face ass. Nah, don't play them games. He had pics of y'all. That's what he had. Your ass is over there looking happy as hell in his back passenger seat, smiling ear to ear. With your best friend Nene in the back. Cause remember, that was Nene company. I'ma need you fellas to understand, women friends will lie for them and take one on the team for the team, as far as pretending whatever nigga that was around was they company, the same way niggas would take one for the team for they mans, right? Yeah, man, shit, man, she was with me. That was my little joint. You know what I'm saying? So you never believe the friend. This is for men and women, okay? When your girlfriend or boyfriend's trying to say somebody was somebody else's company, that was my friend's folks, the friend gonna cap for him, okay? Let's just keep it a buck. And that's what Claressa tried to do. Tried to say I was Nene's friend, and she brought him to her house when she was over there with Maserati Bud. Cause he was just a stalker. He weird. Let me tell y'all how he weird. First of all, I don't even know him. You don't even know him, huh? But proceeded to open up your phone because you rode the short bus to school and had a whole helmet on in class. You thought you was gonna make yourself look good, and you open up your phone and told on yourself with all them messages between you and Maserati Bud. Why is you worried about if he got a bunch of joints that he dealing with? Why is you answering them questions back and forth? Why is he saying you don't broke his heart? Why is y'all going back and forth? It ain't look like he was a stranger or a stalker in them damn text messages. Them text messages showed y'all was talking. Okay? So you also had Maserati Bud basically saying, yeah, when he was dealing with her, she wanted him to help her do a diss track, a Remy did. Oh, you run around here doing Remy Ma disses, huh? So he was like, yeah, he helped her do the little Remy diss. This was long before Remy dropped her diss. What did Remy do to you for you to want to do a Remy diss? I'm trying to figure out what Remy do to you anyways. Number one, you run around with this woman's husband, but you got a problem with her. You was the one fake trying to be her friend while sliding in Papoose DM, but you mad at her. What she do to you? Shouldn't she be the one mad at you for running around with her goddamn husband? But Maserati Bud was like, they did the joint, he helped her. I believe he sent it to 50 or whatever. 50 gave her a pass or something like that, let her slide, told him, man, look, 50 wasn't really trying to get into it that deep with that. You know what I'm saying? He went on to say Claressa Shields was basically an attention celebrity seeker, like she wanted the fame, right? He was dealing with her at the time where ain't nobody knew who this woman was like that. While she was on that show, that interview she was just on with Melissa Ford, cause I didn't even know what the breakfast, the neighborhood talk is. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what the shade room. I was too busy on ESPN and stuff like that. When you wasn't a household name, you was trying to attach yourself to somebody. That's probably why he got you, because he had a relationship with 50 Cent and you was thirsty to go to whatever 50 event with him or whatever. You trying to slide in there through 50 Cent. I believe she was at an event before the little 50 event where she was trying to dance up on 50. And 50 just looked at her like she stole something from, walked right past her little crooked wig ass. Girl, you looking real thirsty in that video. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Not too often do women get dissed while trying to dance up on a nigga with music playing somewhere. I'm just saying, you one of the few, girl. You one of the few. But Claressa Shields basically responded to the interview or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me read what Claressa had to say about this. Claressa responded to the Maserati Bud interview with this post starting off talking about some, to God be the glory. First of all, I'ma need your thick ass disco shoes wearing self to stop bringing God into this, okay? You weren't thinking about God when you was sliding in a married man's DM, okay? You weren't thinking about God then. Running around with a married man talking about something, to God be the glory. You know somebody done, expose you, and as soon as you start your shit, you talking about something, to God be the glory. These last few years have not broke me, which means these last few years are breaking her, right? The lies have not stuck. Girl, don't nobody lie more than you. Nobody lie more than you. The planned attacks have failed. No, they have not. No, they haven't. They're doing very well. The numbers say so. They're doing very well, Claressa. So I don't know what the planned attacks have failed. And I won't even call it a planned attack. The man just over there saying what happened. To her, people telling the truth is planned attack. All because I have a real relationship with God and Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Man, y'all you just be killing me with all this God talk while running around talking the way you talk, disrespecting the way you disrespect people. Where was God at when you was dissing that woman who left the boxing match in the stretcher? What was God at then? What you think about God? What you think about God when you was calling people black and bald-headed? What you think about God then? What you think about God when you talking about you beat up men and beat up women? What you think about God then? What you think about God when you was threatening fans on that video talking about something? They ain't gonna say that to me in real life. Cause they ain't gonna, I promise you, they ain't gonna say that to me in real life. I'll show you. And that ain't a threat. It's the promise. So what you gonna do, fight a civilian? Huh? You gonna fight a civilian? Cause they said you look like Flavor Flav with a wig on. You gonna fight a civilian with your register hands, girl? Talking about some. I have a real relationship with God and my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. These Jones run straight to God when some shit hit the fan and get real. Bitch was selling ass for $36.99. All of a sudden she wanna be talking about something because God came in my life. And I don't bend over behind the 7-Eleven trash can no more, girl, if you don't go that way. You don't have to be a perfect human for God to bless your life. Everything has happened, made me stronger. Hashtag blessed and highly flavored. Hashtag the glow. Done brought up all that God talk and then just straight lied on the same post talking about the glow. God know you ain't the glow. Over here bringing God into this situation, you know, ain't debunk anything. And with your lies, what was lies? You know the lies. What type of lies? What did they specifically say? They had said them lies, boy, damn. What lies did they say? Oh my God, they be lying. Hoes always talking about somebody lying, but can't tell you what they lying about. Stop bringing God in the middle of your shenanigans, ma'am. Talking about some God this, God that. Running around with a whole married man. But God did this. I did, my Lord and Savior. Girl, if you don't get out of here with that, you don't even know how to respond. Once again, you're in the news getting exposed. Getting exposed for being the liar that you are. And then proceeded to just lie on the same post where you posting about God. My Lord and Savior, hashtag grow. God know you ain't the grow. God know you ain't the grow. Over here, playing your damn self. You should have just be quiet. You just need to be quiet. Sometimes you just need to just hush. Don't say nothing. Because when you do, you make the situation worse. Everybody know you was lying about the Maserati Bud situation. It ain't hard to see. You came out talking about you ain't know this man. You came out talking about he was a stalker. You came out high and mighty. You don't know why he get all of a sudden everywhere you be at. This man just everywhere you be at with pictures of y'all. So how he get them pictures of y'all then? How he get them pictures of y'all, ma'am? The man showed messages he was still talking to you 2025. You know what I'm saying? Now, two things can be true. Look, the man can be telling the truth about everything going on with you, and he can still be trying, you know what I'm saying, get a little man shine, you know. You know what I'm saying? Look, shit. Might as well, right? Ain't that what you do? Ain't that what you do? Ain't that why you want the papoose? Because you seek papoose out. You seek them out. You thought it was gonna be this black love. You was gonna get the attention. You knew what was going on, and you got it. The plan worked for you. What didn't work for you was what came with the fame. See, at that time, you was just so thirsty for fame. You like, look, I'm gonna get it any way I can get it. That's why Maserati Bud was like, man, look, he believes their relationship is fake because Claressa just wants to win. She just wants the fame. She just wants notoriety. She just wants to be a household name. So it ended up working out, but you wasn't thinking about, what comes with that fame. You just thought you was just going to come slide in there and you was going to take Remy's spot. Y'all was going to be the new Black Love. Y'all was going to be couple goals. Y'all was going to be everybody's favorite couple because, Papoose had this clean image of being this great, good guy that held Remy Ma down. Remy Ma cheated on Papoose with the low budget Papoose, easy to block captain. And, y'all just together now and y'all was going to walk into the sunset. It was going to be all peaches and cream. It was going to be great. And that's not how it ended up, man. You ended up being exposed for not being a likable person, not being a person people want to root for, being annoying as hell, disrespectful as hell, mean as hell, be lying all the time, rude, messed up, mean to kids. Over there not trying to give no kids toys because you mad at one of their mama or some shit. What the kids got to do with this? What the kids got to do with this? Over here keeping toys from kids but talking about some guy. Boy, you something else. She just be lying like people don't know her. We know you now. Shit don't fly. We know you. We know the type of person you are. We know your character, Claressa. Now, I didn't see the entire interview. I'm going to, probably check that joint out and see what was going on with that or whatever like that. But once again, Claressa has been exposed and she can't handle it. This is why she posted that talking about God this and God that. I'm out.